If you've got a drive-by-wire car that has an electronic throttle body, you're going to want to watch this Andy's Auto Sport short. We're going to talk about the Sprint Booster. Now, the Sprint Booster is basically an electronic interface between the throttle pedal and the actual throttle body. What this does is it increases the signal from the throttle pedal and allows you to accelerate much more quickly. Now, what the Sprint Booster is it's basically a signal amplifier to amplify the signal from the throttle pedal, which is electronic, to the electronic throttle body. Now, how it does this is it increases voltage and allows that signal to travel much more quickly. Any late model car that you buy, the late model Corvettes, Camaros, Mustangs, BMWs for years has been using electronic throttle bodies. This is a huge benefit for those. Now, I'm going to show you how it works here. Basically, this is an electronic throttle assembly here, and it's going to go back into the regular mode, and there's a little bit of a delay from the time that the throttle pedal sends that signal. Now, you come into the Sprint Booster and you put it in the green mode. Now, this is a mild performance mode. This is what you'd use probably in your everyday. It's going to increase the throttle body response probably by about 50%. Now, you go to the red mode. Now, this is kind of a real performance deal. This throttle body, instantaneous. The moment that you push the throttle pedal, it's going to send that signal immediately. This is also going to give you some firmer shifts because the car is going to believe that you're already full throttle, so it's going to shift firmer as well. So this is basically how this works. A great system if you have an electronic throttle body on your car. Now, as we said, the Sprint Booster has three basic settings. You have where it's not engaged at all, the light will not be on the little hand fob right here. We have a little hand key fob, and I'm going to show you how to install this in just a minute. When there's no light on, it is not engaged at all. When the green light is on, that's kind of medium street duty driving. You're going to get an increased accelerator throttle response. It's going to be a lot better. And you push the button again, and it's going to go to red, and then you've got all-out performance where the throttle response is almost instantaneous. Now, this is not going to actually increase horsepower to your car at all. If you had 200 horsepower when you started, you're going to have 200 horsepower when you're done. However, we always talk about power under the curve. This is going to get that horsepower moving much more quickly. You will see faster 0 to 60 times and quarter-mile times if you have an electronic throttle body on your vehicle. Okay, to install our Sprint Booster, this is going to be a pretty typical installation of most vehicles. Basically, all you need is a screwdriver, and then, of course, we have our parts that plug in line. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pull our floor mat out because it's kind of in the way. And then here's our throttle pedal. Now, this entire assembly comes out, and this Sprint Booster goes in line. Basically, we're just going to pop this clip and then slide the throttle pedal over. Comes out. I'm going to pull this clip out right here. Okay. We're going to connect our Sprint Booster. It'll only go in one way. Clip that in place. Now we have our control module here. This just plugs into the back of the Sprint Booster here. Now you can leave this plugged in, or you can unplug it and leave it out and just set it where you want it and then leave it out. I'm actually going to leave mine in because I drive this car on the street too. I'm going to tuck our pedal back into place. Then I'm going to tuck this up underneath to where it doesn't interfere with anything. And then we'll run our module wherever we want it. It actually has some double stick tape that you can take, and you can put this up on the dash. And that's basically the entire install. All right, guys, as you can see, a very simple installation. Took about 5 minutes with a screwdriver. That's all we needed. Now, one thing important to remember, do not turn the key to the on position or have the key in the on position when you disconnect the throttle pedal, or it'll throw a check engine light. Very simple to operate. Now that we have it installed, simply choose what mode you want it on. Green, of course, for street driving. Red when you want to go all out. And then when you have nothing on there, it's disconnected. We really hope you've learned something today, and we'll see you on another Andy's Auto Sports Short.